Hello students, welcome you all once again in my English class. In today's session, I am going to discuss the exercises of the chapter, which is a poem After the Storm. It is written by William Wordsworth, and this is the third poem of your Gulmohar English Literature book. Here is the first question of understanding the text. What does the speaker describe in the first two lines? So first of all, let me recall what was the first two lines of the poem. There was a roaring in the wind all night. The rain came heavily and fell in floods. So this was the first two lines of the poem. So the speaker describes in the first two lines that the night was extremely stormy. What is the meaning of stormy? Stormy means there was a heavy rainfall and it was so windy. With a heavy rainfall, it was a storm. As the second part of the question asks, was it just rain or was it a storm? So it was a storm. What kind of sense is described in the next two lines? Which words help create a contrast with the picture described at the start of the poem? So it was a storm because it was raining heavily and the wind was roaring. And in the next two lines, the speaker describes about the next morning after the storm. He tells that the sun was rising calm and bright. The birds were singing, chirping with joy and happiness. The last part of the question is asking that which word helps to create the contrast. So if you will read the poem, you will find but now is the word which is in the third line of the poem, is the word that create a contrast with the picture. So this is the first answer. Now, what is the next question? The next question is, when the speaker says a bird broods over his own sweet voice, another bird chatters and the third makes answer, is that just what he actually hears or does he imagine what those think and mean? So here brooding, chattering, answering, these all things were done by the birds and the animals in joy and happiness. So yes, he can hear the stork dove brooding and singing. The jay was answering the chatters of the magpie. So students, you also need to write the question answer in this way. First, on the top you will give the heading understanding the text and then write down the question and the answer of that question. Third question. Look at the line and all the air. Noise is usually an unpleasant sound, especially if it is loud enough to fill the air. Does it, however, depend on where the sound comes from and what mood we are in at the time? So this line, all the air, this line is in the first stanza. Okay, this line is in first stanza, that and all the air is filled with pleasant noise of waters. Okay, so yes, it is absolutely right, it is absolutely correct to say that noise is usually an unpleasant sound, but sometimes it really depends on the sound sources from where the sound comes and what kind of mood a person is in at that particular time. So, in the above given line, the poet describes that the atmosphere is filled with the pleasant sounds of different water bodies like streams, rivers, lakes, pond, etc. Next question, number 4. All things that love the sun are out of doors. What things does the speaker mention? So yes, in this line, the second stanza, first line, all the things that love the sun are out of doors. So in this line, the speaker is mentioning about the creatures who love the warmth of the sun and have came out to feel the beauty of the day because of the stormy night. They all were very scared, frightened, but next day, next morning is a pleasant morning, so they all came out from their windows, from their home, from their out of the doors to feel the warmth of the sun. What do you think the speaker means when he says that the hare is running races? So hare is a kind of a species of rabbit. They are generally short height. The speaker means that the hare plays with the soil and moves swiftly. Swiftly means very smoothly everywhere in the ground on the green wet grass, and it seems as if she is playing and admiring the beauty of that pleasant day. So students, that's all. We have 5 question answers in understanding the poem. I hope this video is going to be very helpful for you to write down the question answer of the poem After the Storm. Learn it properly. Trace out these all answers along with the questions in your notebook in neat and clean handwriting. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.